What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, back here for another episode of Reacts. And Forest's priority is to organise the departure of Morgan Gibbs-White. Few ways this could pan out. 1, Spurs pay the 60 million in full. 2, Spurs and Forest agree a higher fee structured in a friendlier way. And 3, which he's saying is least likely, that Forest and Morgan Gibbs-White agree a deal, higher release clause with more favourable terms. This option would salvage the PR of both parties, but is a risk for the player. For what it's worth, he won't go on strike, not in his nature at all, despite what socials have you think.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a disaster if he agreed a new deal. I mean, that would really probably make the deal dead, I would say, but I doubt that's going to happen. I think he has no interest. It's not in Gibbs-White's interest to sign a new deal, really, because he wants to come to Tottenham. He wants to move. If he signs a new deal, it's only going to make it harder. So it's what I think is between one of the top two things, really, how it pans out. Will Tottenham pay it all up front, which we know we don't necessarily like to do? Will the instalments payment be enough to trigger the release clause? Would Marinakis and Forest accept a £60 million bid if in instalments if they don't have to? Probably not. They'll probably want a bit higher. How much more would we have to go if it is in instalments is another question. I think if it's within reason, maybe 5 million more. Maybe I think it's something we'll be interested in. But if it's something higher than that, I think, do we pay it all in full up front or do we pay it on installments?
The thing is, though, like, every release clause is different. We don't know what the stipulations were with this specific release clause, if it was, available to be met in installments or not. What we did know is that Spurs met the release clause. So if we met the release clause and triggered the release clause, that means we were happy to pay whichever way the release clause was structured. So if that's the case, then why would paying the 60 million in full make a difference if the release clause has already been met?
Yeah, I don't really understand either, unless his information isn't so great. I don't know the full details, but we know Marinakis is obviously filing these legal proceedings at the moment. Whether he's going to kind of use that to strong arm Tottenham to pay a higher fee and to cause them enough of a headache and a stink and delay their move enough that we just want this to go away, and maybe that's going to cause to pay a high fee. So I don't really know how it works, but if we've triggered the release clause, there's nothing can do about it, then I don't see why we'd be forced to pay a high fee apart from the legal proceedings.
Yeah. So look, again, we'll have to wait and see how this one pans out. But like I said on many occasions, I do fully expect this deal still to go through. But he did turn up to Nottingham Forest training this morning, just before 9 o'clock, as this picture will show you him walking in to the Nottingham Forest headquarters, very suspiciously wearing white and blue, which a lot of Nottingham Forest fans and Spurs fans are reading a lot into.
No red inside.
No red at all. Are people kind of reading into this, adding 2 and 2 together and getting 100, or is there something more to this?
Or is he sending a message? He's saying, look, I'm coming in white and blue. I know this team wears red, and I'm sending a message. I want to go to Tottenham. That's the message I'm saying with my clothes. Who knows? Some people are saying the facial expression that he's making is the facial expression of someone who does want to be there. That's what some people are saying. Obviously, it's a bit of shithousery from Forest, of course, to post this. They posted it on their official social media account, obviously knowing all the news that's been going on.
They did post of every other player as well.
Yeah, but I think he was the first player they posted.
Him and Chris Wood.
Him and Chris Wood. So, I mean, that's not an accident. There's a bit of shithousery from them saying, look, he's still our player kind of thing. But
he also, him and Chris Wood are their most significant players.
And we're seeing as Elanga's gone, you got Hunt to the door. Look, they didn't have to post him first. They didn't. And they did it to send a bit of a message out, I think, in my opinion. He's still our player. He's coming to our training. That was the first player they sent. I think it's not an accident. Is it an accident, a coincidence he's wearing white and blue on his return to Nottingham Forest? I'd argue not. I reckon he's calculated from Morgan Gibbs-White. Little hint from him. Nothing too significant, but a little hint, wearing white and blue at his first training session back at Nottingham Forest, knowing that this deal to Tottenham is pretty much going to happen, I think. So, look, how much it really matters what clothes he's wearing. Obviously, it doesn't matter really to the deal, but is that a little hint from him saying, I want this Tottenham move? Maybe.
So what you're saying is Morgan Gibbs-White is fully coys already?
He's fully coys, absolutely fully coys. Look, we've had all these conspiracies before. We read into the Thomas Frank thing. People thought we were going crazy when Frank didn't post a a welcome message to Kelleher. People are saying, you're reading too much into it. And it turned out maybe there's something more into it. So maybe there's something more into this.
And also we read into Daniel Levy not signing off on the Ange sacking. And now we've led to believe that he's lost a bit of power behind the scenes. So maybe this does have something to it, even though completely 3 isolated situations. Good morning. So these are just tweets from various London clubs over the course of the summer. So Chelsea tweeted, Conference League winners. Chelsea tweeted again, champions of the world. Tottenham tweeted, the Europa League champions. Crystal Palace tweeted, Crystal Palace are the FA Cup 2025 champions. And at least Arsenal had a journey to be proud of.
Absolutely phenomenal. Do you think they're feeling left out?
Definitely feeling left out. 5 years without a trophy now for Arsenal. Clubs that have won trophies in that time: Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Palace, Newcastle, Leicester. Are there more? West Ham. Is there another one in there? I don't know. But many clubs now.
Newcastle, yeah.
Yeah, I mentioned Newcastle. Many clubs now have won trophies since Arsenal have last won one. And we're led to believe, if you listen to their fans, they are serial winners. They never stop winning trophies.
Journey to be proud of. What a trophy. What a trophy. A journey to be proud of.
Look who has returned to Hotspur Way at the back end of last week. The captain, the legend, the leader. He is back. Oh, you champion, you, Sonny.
Oh, fantastic.
You absolute champion.
They post on their social media, but we haven't seen any videos, have we?
It's coming.
Of him. So I'm looking for, I want to see Sonny with the new signings, with his teammates. We have to obviously decide what's happening in his future. We know he's going to go on the tour because he has to go on the tour. The latest we have on him is it looks like he's staying. Don't think anything's finalised yet. Hopefully he's having that conversation with Frank when he comes, on this day he came back. And let's see what happens. But excited to see Sonny back at Hotspur Way. Captain, trophy-winning captain, European trophy-winning captain as well. So it's definitely, I'm sure everyone's excited for his return.
All right, so that is us reacting to the latest what is going on social media. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, come on, you Spurs.